Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is episode 12 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeup. Not creepy old, just not talked about old. So if you want to see the palette that I used today and what I think, we're going to get into it in just a second. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, now's a great time to do that. I upload 4 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. You can choose to watch it or not, totally up to you. No pressure. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. All right, I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. Here we go. So, episode 12 of the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeup. And today's palette of choice is the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette. If memory serves, I got this several years ago in a BoxyCharm. And I think I counted 8 or 9 eyeshadow palettes from Ace Beauty or Ace Beauté, and I like them. But recently they reformulated and supposedly the new formula is incredibly good. So obviously I would love to try out the new formula and compare it to the older one. Unfortunately, I can't imagine just buying all of the palettes I already own. So we'll have to burn that bridge when we get there one day. But for today, we're gonna play with this one. And I think it looks really, really pretty. It's gonna be a pretty neutral look, which I'm fine with. It doesn't have to be a bold, crazy, in-your-face look every time I do my makeup. So let's jump right into it. I've obviously already primed my eyes with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. I filled in my eyebrows with a little bit of my pencil, and I've taped up the edges of my eyes. So we're gonna jump into the shade Patchouli. I haven't used this in a really long time, so I cannot remember, which I guess is the point of this series, how these shadows behave. So naked face, just in case there's a boatload of fallout. I don't want to have a big mess to clean up. So we'll just play with this and find out together. All right, that Patchouli shade is very light, but it went on nicely. Blended really easily. I mean, it's super light, so kind of would expect that, but not bad. I kind of want to go in with the shade Clove now. I'm going to use the same fluffy brush and still in my crease a tiny bit lower, but still so you can see it when I look straight ahead. That's pretty. I probably could have just gone right in with this Clove shade and been fine, but I like how they're looking together. They're layering nicely, so that's pretty cool. A smaller blending brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Poppy. And I'm gonna focus that right out here on the outer portion of my lid and up into my crease a little. Uh-oh. Okay, it doesn't seem to love layering on top of the Clove shade, but it is going on. Okay, this is definitely one of those formulas that you have to start with the darkest color if you want to get the most out of the pigmentation. I'm gonna go with this flat shadow brush into the shade Rose. A lot of times you can get a shimmery shade to stick better than a matte. So let's see if I can make that work. I'm gonna go back into Poppy and see if I can get that to stick on top of that shimmer shade a little better. Not really. I'm just gonna blend over all of this and then we'll go in with the shimmer shade on the lid. I wet my brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Jasmine. And we'll just get that going on the inner portion. Meet it up with that burgundy shade. How about I go into Myrtle and see if we can pat that over. Okay, I'm liking that a lot better. Yeah, that Myrtle shade is so much better. So the shimmers in this seem pretty darn good. The mattes, not so much. Okay, I'm going to clean up my mess, put on the rest of my face, and I'll come back and we can do the lower lash line. I went in with my Pure Love Your Selfie foundation, my Kevyn Aucoin contour shade, my Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder, things I always use. For concealer is the KVD Good Apple Concealer. I'm loving this. It's what I use every time I do my makeup lately. My bronzer is the Glowish bronzer in Tan Light, 03 Tan Light. My blush is also from Glowish, and it is in the shade Caring Coral. Very subtle. I'm pretty tan, so I wasn't sure how well it would work. My highlight is the Glam Light Pina Colada highlight. Looks like that. Really, really pretty. And I went in with this Dose of Colors eyeliner in the shade New Flame for my waterline. My lip is this L'Oreal liquid lipstick. It doesn't say what shade it is on here, unfortunately. It's just like a rosy kind of pink shade. So now let's finish up the lower lash line. I'm just gonna use this little pencil brush in the shade Poppy and just buff that under my lower lashes, kind of continuing on where the upper lid shadow meets the lower lash line. Now I'm just gonna pop off real quick, throw on some mascara, fix my hairs, and I'll come back and we can wrap this up. So that is episode 12 done and dusted. I will say I didn't really remember much about this eyeshadow palette. I am definitely not excited to reach for the mattes in this again, but the two shimmer shades, so I used this one on my lid, and they are beautiful. So those two shades are worth reaching for, absolutely. The mattes, not so much, which makes me really even more curious about the new formula. So I don't know, we'll see, maybe one of these days. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.